I'll share my screen with you. I'll show you what I have. So these are the letters to the editor that I have, or I mean letters of advice. I have mine, the sample letter to the editor, or letter of advice, I'm sorry. And I'll share that link with you so you can see it. Okay, let me put that in the chat. And then I have 4 Chang Hoi Pan. And, oh, is that? Okay. 4, number 5, that's Moon. I have Carmen. Who else do we have here? Got some new changes here. Benson, 16. 18, I think I might be Kaylee. I have Bobby. And then we have Pensy. So if you haven't done so already, create a Google Doc, share it with me. Share it to davidjw@class.cskms.edu.hk. I'll put that in the chat as well. Then I can mark it, and I'll start marking it tomorrow. Okay, I think we can start reviewing some features of a letter of advice. So I'll go through each letter of advice for each student that's here, and then I can comment. You might want to go to your textbook as well and just look at the requirements. So I'll open the textbook as well. We'll just review quickly the assignment and the features. Okay, where is the book? Is this Unit 3? Is it Unit 3? I think it's Unit 3, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be looking at, if I can make this a bit bigger, pages 60, 61, 64, and 65. And I'll share that link with you. Okay. So we're supposed to write a letter of advice to someone who's a victim of cyberbullying. And what we've done is to describe specific examples of cyberbullying, and then what we can do, specific and practical solutions to each problem. Okay, and in addition, we are also, if we look at some of the features, we're looking for an appropriate greeting. We can express sympathy and understand the problem. We can use a closing, use an informal style, modal verbs, connectives, maybe questions, imperatives, and conditionals. Okay, so can we use conditionals? Can we use modal verbs? That is, can we use if statements? Can we give instructions? Can we use should, could, must, might, may? Okay, so let's take a look. Who's first? Who is here? Okay, so who's 4A17? I don't have your paper, but hi 4A17. Let's take a look at Benson first, and we'll work our way down, alphabetical order. Here we go. So I'm at Benson's, and 1, we see that Benson has a greeting. Good. Right, so in your letter, we don't know who the person is. You have to make up the person. So Benson's writing to Ben. And you can also see Benson has a comma afterwards. Okay. Now Benson, like many other people, you have to add a space after every comma. And you need to capitalize I. Okay, so please capitalize I, please capitalize or add a space after every comma. You can see all of the places where you need to add a space. There are many. Okay, so that's just one thing. Oh, and after every full stop as well. Look, Dr. Wu's drawing all these arrows. So you have to add a space after every comma, after every full stop. I'm drawing more and more arrows. So many arrows. Oh my gosh, look at all of these arrows that Dr. Wu's drawing. So here, you need to add a full stop, then a space. The space goes after the full stop or comma, not before. So I'm just drawing arrows. So Benson, that's your job right now. Just add a space after every full stop and after every comma. Okay, next, let's go to Bobby. Let's see what we can do with Bobby. I'm going to Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Great, Bobby. So you have written to Bob. Excellent. So you have a person, Bob. You have a comma. Excellent. And you added a space after every full stop and comma. Great job. Look at this. So Bobby, you know how to, oh no. So for many full stops and many commas, you added a space, but you still need to check your work because I see, for instance, here, that you need to add a space and make the I lowercase. Okay. Let me see. Anything else? No, looks good. Okay, let's take a look at your first sentence then, and your first paragraph. Thanks for your letter. Great. It's a good way to start a letter is to thank someone. Your classmate sent a picture on Instagram. That picture is when you are or were? I don't know, Bobby, but you need to solve this. Use the past tense. I know cyberbullying is an annoying thing. Okay. I understand that let's just get rid of that. Okay. Too many words. You feel angry, but I think I can help you. Okay, good. So let's be very consistent here. First of all, your classmate sent you a fat picture on Instagram. You need to change that. Right. Sent you a fat picture. Okay. And I'm gonna just change this here. Add a space after every comma. Capitalize the first letter of the first word in a sentence. Okay. All right. I need you to calm down. Next. Just get rid of that. Next. Now you're using the imperative. You need to, okay. Next, you need to record who sent your photo, and what time he and what time. Okay. So this is the imperative. Good. You should continue to make sentences like this in your letter. Okay, you're giving the person, you're giving Bob instructions. You need to record who sent your letter, who sent your photo, and what time he sent what. So do you see here that when you use the verb sent, something has to follow it. You send something. You always send something. Sent what? Have you tried talking with that person? Okay, you can talk with that person on Instagram. When you talk with him, you can tell him that picture, a little confusion, okay? Use the past tense of verbs. In addition, me, Dr. Wu. Who is me? Dr. Wu? Bobby? Okay, so be careful about the voice. This is good. You have a question. Thanks for asking this question. So in a letter of advice, you see some features that might be useful. I'm going to highlight them. Bobby did a good job. 1, asking questions. 2, using an imperative, telling the person what to do, instructions. So these are good features. When you talk with him, now how do you know it's a boy? How do you know your classmate is a boy? I thought you needed to record who sent your photo. That doesn't make sense to Dr. Wu. How do you know it's a boy? I thought you didn't know. Okay, can you delete that picture? Uh-oh. Are you talking to Bob or the person who originally sent the photo, or Dr. Wu? So I'm a little confused here. Who is me? Who is you? You. Okay, you need to let him know the situation is serious. Great, I really like these. Uh-oh. But now you see a connective of reason. Okay, let's see if Bobby can you combine these two sentences with because? Because you can't use because like this. You can't add because in one to begin a sentence without combining sentences. They, some people. Okay, can you add some details, Bobby? Which people? Which people? No, it. Okay. So Bobby, again, be consistent. Use the past tense. Please do not travel through time. All right. So just take a look at that first, Bobby, and you might want to start correcting. Okay. Take a look at what I've written. Let's start correcting your letter of advice. Okay, here we go. Who's next? Let's go to Carmen. Dear Bond. Okay, great. Super, Carmen. All right. Let me highlight some things. So you're writing to Bond. You added a comma. You thanked the person for the letter. Good. Now, Carmen, I would recommend writing the topic sentences of your body paragraphs next. Okay? So you need to describe each aspect of the problem. Let's take a look at my letter of advice. So you're writing about cyberbullying, but what about cyberbullying? So you can see the topic sentence of my second paragraph is, if I recall correctly, a classmate is shouting at you during Zoom lessons. So you describe the problem, and then you start describing the solution. If you take a look at the topic sentence of my third paragraph, you can see, in addition, you talked about classmates making fun of you when you speak during Zoom lessons. And then you provide the solution. All right? So that's what you can do next, Carmen. And if you take a look at my letter, you can see that we had already thought of different aspects of the problem and then different solutions. Okay. And if you're interested, boys and girls, one last thing. The language in yellow is useful for a letter of advice. So if you want to see that language, I recommend, I'll share that with you. Where is it? Assignments. Oh, here it is. Okay, thank you, Bobby. Okay, so in this folder, there are a lot of resources for writing and planning a letter of advice from Form 2 and Form 6. And this particular one from Form 6 that I made has some useful language here to introduce a problem and also to give advice. Okay. So these are good expressions to use in your first paragraph, your introductory paragraph. Then in your body paragraphs, there's some more language. And then there are some other expressions for your conclusion, your final paragraph. In addition, there's a clear structure here that you can follow. All right. Any questions? Good. What is the first aspect of the problem? Bullying problem? What is your solution? What is the second aspect of the problem? What is your solution? Good, Carmen. You can get to work on that. Next. Who are we going to? Kaylee. Kaylee, are you 18? Is this you, Kaylee? Oh, this is a letter to the editor. Well, it's not it. Okay, so I have Lynn Ben, Carmen, Bobby, Pensy. Mandy, did you share your letter of advice? Kaylee and Mandy, did you share your letter of advice? Let's see. Okay, please share. Okay, I'm going to go to Moon now. Moon, you are here. Excellent. All right. Dear Tom, excellent. You're writing to Tom. I see the comma as well. Thank you for the letter. I know you have been cyberbullied. Excellent. I can understand. Excellent language. You must feel awful and annoyed. All right, be careful, Moon. Annoying and annoy are different. Annoyed. It is very brave of you to write to us. Who are you? Who are you? About your problem. But I think I can help you. Okay, you don't need that. I think I can help you. So I'm going to highlight some useful language in Moon's writing. 1, thank you for your letter. That's awesome. Thank you for, okay, thank you for, that's great. I know you have, okay, this is useful language. I can understand that you must feel super. You see the modal verb here, must. Excellent job, Moon. See that? Must. Okay. Here's another modal verb. I think I can. So we have some great language here. Moon, your introductory paragraph is best in class. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. As far as I know, and you see more language, a student called you too short and too fat in WhatsApp direct messages. Excellent. Excellent first sentence. Describing the problem. Right, that's a very clear problem description. And here you go. Let's take a look at the next sentence, the topic sentence of the third paragraph. In addition, a student posted hurtful things about you on Facebook. Wow, another clear problem statement. Okay, now let's take a look at the first sentence of the fourth paragraph. Also, students spread rumors about you online. Now, Moon, where online? Again, Facebook is online. WhatsApp direct messages are online. I'm pretty sure I put something. I'm going to say it again. Can you be more specific? WhatsApp and Facebook are online. Where online? Also, what are the rumors? Okay. If we take a look at Moon's third paragraph, I'm going to highlight this in green. What you say in the next sentence describes the hurtful things. That's great. That's excellent referencing, right? The reader doesn't know what hurtful things means, so you say, uh-oh, what is the verb? Subject verb agreement, you were. Okay. So Moon, it would be helpful if you told us in the next sentence what the rumors are. Bare infinitive, to steal. Okay. And to impersonate. Okay, same thing. Bare infinitive. Bare infinitive. To impersonate you. Impersonate you online. Good, Moon. I really like the development of your ideas. I really like this. Okay. So I'm going to go back to your second paragraph. As far as I know, a student called you too short and too fat in WhatsApp direct messages. If I were you, I would tell my parents and teachers. Tell my parents and teachers immediately to get help. Okay. Moon, I don't think you need this. I do like this. Don't respond to. That's good language. And start a new sentence. Capitalize D in don't. Don't respond to any new messages, to any message sent by cyberbullies in WhatsApp direct messages. In this case, you can block those who bully you in WhatsApp direct messages. So you might stop the hurtful messages. Okay, great. Excellent, Moon. Oh my gosh, awesome. Awesome. Really, really good stuff. You can block. Great language. Really good stuff. So Dr. Wu's highlighting a lot of useful language in yellow. All right. Excellent second paragraph. All right. And now let's go to the third paragraph. In addition, a student posted hurtful things about you on Facebook. Student said, you were, Moon, you can correct this now. While I'm talking, please correct. You were ugly and too fat. It might be a good idea to, more good language. Save any evidence if someone is sending you mean messages. Okay, Moon, just like something else, write a new sentence. Use the imperative. All right, write an instruction. Write a new sentence. Screenshot them. Okay, good. And then more good language. You can bring them to an adult as proof. In this case, you can talk to a trusted adult such as your parents and teachers. Okay, great. Another good paragraph. Okay. Let's take a look at the 1, 2, 3, 4th. Okay, Moon, tell us where. Okay, now be careful, Moon, because you already talked about Facebook in the previous paragraph. So this had better be different from this. If it isn't, just get rid of this. So you have to tell us what the rumors are. I'm going to share something. Should not. Okay, should not respond. The negative of should respond is should not respond. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, Moon, I think I saw this. Did I see this with Bobby as well? Use this connective to connect these two sentences. Connect these two sentences with because. Perhaps you could block and who bully you. Okay. Good. Really good, Moon. So boys and girls, you can see Moon's language in yellow. Excellent. All right. Excellent. Here you need a gerund. Make this a noun. Saving. Okay. So I think we can learn a lot from Moon's letter, looking at her use of the language of a letter of advice, looking at her clear topic sentences. Good. Snapchat. Fine. Great. Okay. Good, Moon. Okay. Finally, some people hacked into Instagram to steal your personal information. And then these people use your personal information to impersonate you online. Have you thought about, okay, now same issue here as with savings. You want staying. Actually, you know what? Just forget about this. Forget about that. Use the imperative. Make sure you are the only one who has access to your passwords. Okay, so capitalize this. Capitalize M to start a new sentence. Sure, you log out of public computers as well. Try not to worry. I'm sure you'll find the right solution. I hope. Okay. I hope things will, not I'm hope, I hope. And take care. Okay, so this is one of the best in class. You see a lot of language here. We see a lot of the language here. We actually see a lot of this being used. A lot of this language being used. Excellent. We go back to the textbook. Let me see if I can find some. We see modal verbs, connectives, imperatives, and conditional sentences. So Moon's done a great job of using modal verbs, can, could, must, connectives like because, imperatives. Any questions? All right. If not, we're going to go to Pensy now. And Ken, if you sent me if you haven't done so already, please send me your letter of advice. Okay, let's go to Pensy. Pensy, while I'm marking this, can you please write a closing? Closing. Who wrote this? Okay, so here we are, Pensy. Dear John, okay. See a name here, I see a comma. Excellent, I see that you add a space after every full stop. Super. Super duper, space after every comma. Great job, Pensy. Now let's take a look at your introductory paragraph. I was really sorry to read your letter. Okay, that's some good language. I'm going to highlight that. I'm just going to make that yellow. That's good. I can understand that you must feel. Okay, I saw that in Moon's writing as well. This is good. I can understand that you must feel. I hear that you are. Okay, good. A lot of great language. I understand your problem and I hope. Good. Oh, super. Okay, so Pensy's introductory paragraph is excellent. We see a lot of language, useful language, and it fulfills the criteria here. Express sympathy and understand the problem. Okay, so this is in the textbook, opening paragraph. You want to express sympathy, understand people's feelings, and also understand the problem. All right. Okay, if I recall correctly, all right, good. Got the right stuff here. A student, good, you're being very specific. A student scolded you. I'm just highlighting different things so you can see. You and you are John. John. In an Instagram post. Oh, super. Okay. Great first sentence. We have a specific person, specific action, a specific place. We have the right language. In this case, you can, excellent. Again, tell your parents or a social worker. Tell your situations. Tell, okay, good. Your situations and let them help you. If they can't help you, oh, good, look at this. If they can't, you can. Great conditional sentence. If they can't help you, you can ask him. Who's him? Okay, now we have a problem. Who is him? Now, Pensy, who deletes the Instagram post? You or the person? Who? Okay, so I think you should actually do two things. One, write another sentence. Who deletes the Instagram post? Apologize to you. Okay. Now you need to write another sentence too. Write another sentence. Who should apologize to you? So you need to write, right now you have one sentence, Pensy. I think you need to write 3 sentences. 1, 2, 3, because it's not clear what you want. Please make it clear to John what you suggest. Nope, no way, Pensy. Nope, don't use let. Write another sentence. I'm going to help you. There, full stop. There. Who should delete the Instagram post? I'm going to help you now. Who should apologize to you? Okay. Just going to make that blue too. Uh-oh, you need to add a space here. Some students send messages on Instagram together and laugh at you. Okay. They call you fat. Okay, all right. All right, here we go. This is good. Really good. Good stuff, Pensy. Okay, they call you fat. So in the messages, they call you fat. Okay, good. The student must delete the Instagram post. Okay. In this case, you should not. Here's some more good language to use. Keep silent, but tell your class advisor. Okay. You. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, great. Pensy, I see you corrected the last sentence of your second paragraph. The student must delete the Instagram post and apologize to you. Okay, good. Now take a look at the third sentence of your third paragraph. You should write another sentence. Okay? I'm going to help you now. Don't use let. The class advisor should know you are being cyberbullied by your classmates on Instagram. I'll say it again. Pensy, you need to correct this. The class advisor should know that you are being cyberbullied by your classmates on Instagram. The teacher will help you and let those students know their mistakes and okay, so this is the same problem as the previous paragraph. Who should, must delete the Instagram messages? Who should, must prevent the recurrence of cyberbullying? Write 2 sentences. Okay. I hope you found my advice helpful. Oh, good. Great. Great language. In any case, you should good. Nice job. Nice closing, Pensy. Okay, so we can learn a lot from Pensy as well. You can take a look at her language in yellow. It's very useful. Okay. Pensy, going back to the last sentence, are you telling John to prevent the recurrence of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying. You prevent the recurrence of cyberbullying. I don't know. It can be. Okay. Cyberbullying. Any questions? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to look quickly at Benson's, and then I'll look at Bobby's. And then if there's anyone else, I'll take a look. Here we go, Benson. Thank you for your letter. Oh, Benson, you need a full stop. Full stop. Thank you. You got cyberbullied on the internet. Uh-oh, full stop. Okay, Benson, you need to write sentences. I know what it feels sentence. Like feels. Okay, full stop. It is pretty sad. Pretty sad, right? Okay, let's just. Pretty sad, right? Okay, now capital letter. Okay. Capital letter to start a sentence. Full stop to end a sentence. I will give you some advice to avoid the cyberbully. I hope you can solve the problems. Okay. I'm reading the second paragraph now. Okay, capital letters to start sentences. A capital letter to start a sentence. Okay, Benson. Okay, you need to rewrite this. Rewrite this sentence, and use the not only, but also pattern, sentence pattern correctly. We practiced this. I remember doing this in lesson with us, with our group. Okay, I'm just going to highlight some things in yellow. So before I can do deeper things, Benson, I think we need to correct some just small things. Like, I don't know why you have capital letters in the middle of your sentences. Please don't use let them. That's Chinglish. Okay. I'm just highlighting some things that you need to take a look at. Okay, I don't know what explode your black material. Okay. But you're getting there. I see that. You just need to make things a bit clearer with your spacing, your capitalization. Good. Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, again, Dr. Wu's a little confused. Use a capital letter. Capital letter to begin a sentence or a name. Okay. Because this is not, okay. So please avoid the let them sentence pattern. This is not English. It is Chinglish. So that's for you and for Pensy and everyone else. Please do not use let them. In English, we use let them in a particular way. Yeah. So there's a lot going on here. Dr. Wu needs to think of how, can you use so to connect two sentences? Okay. Start a new sentence with the imperative. Get them to contact who and to solve Whew, there's a lot going on here, Benson. Anyway, take a look at my comments and try to go through all of my comments one at a time. I left a lot of comments here. Okay. Finally, I'm going to look at Bobby's. Dear Bob, thank you for your letter. Your classmate sent a picture on Instagram. That picture is when you were fat. I know cyberbullying is an annoying thing. I understand that you feel angry. Okay. But I think I can help you. First of all, I see a similar problem, Bobby. You and Benson. Again, I don't know why is your capitalized? I don't know. Fat, I need you to calm down. Next, you need to record who sent your photo and what time he sent the picture. Good. Have you tried talking with that person? You can talk with that person on Instagram. Okay. When you talk with him, you can tell him that picture made you unhappy and angry. And tell, okay, I'm going to highlight this in yellow. Right? You have tell here correctly, but then you say told. That's confusing. Tell that person, now I'm not sure about this. Can you delete that picture? I don't know what you mean. Are you asking? And ask that person and then put it in quotation marks? I don't know. But I see that you and Benson have a similar issue where they're just weird capital letters. Why are there capital letters in the middle of your sentence? I will draw arrows, right? Like, why are there capital letters here? Right? So just use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence. This is not the beginning of a sentence. Good, Bobby, good. And ask that person, can you delete that picture? Okay, this is a good sentence. Don't worry about talking with your parents or your teachers because they can help you. Your parents and teachers will meet with posting your picture, classmate. Okay. These sentences make no sense. These sentences make no sense. I have no idea what you are trying to say. Okay. So while I understand your parents and teachers, I don't understand will meet. We meet people. I meet Bobby. I don't meet with posting your pictures and classmates. Your parents and teachers will try to use many ideas to disappear from your picture. I don't understand that. They will try, okay. Your teachers and parents will talk with you and disappear. You're unhappy, and I don't understand that. I don't understand. So your verbs are confusing. Try to look at the textbook for verbs or your classmates' letters to find clearer actions. To officers. Again, I don't know what you mean by disappear. I don't know where you got this from, but disappear is really weird. Okay, so a lot of your like these sentences that I'm highlighting now, I don't know if you use Google Translate, but they just don't make any sense. They're confusing. Remember, you're trying to help Bob. You're writing a lot. Maybe you should just write fewer paragraphs right now. Just focus on writing clearly. Okay, so again, there's just a lot of things that I just don't understand. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't understand your ideas. I know you have a lot of ideas. Right now, your ideas and the language that you have are not the same. So my recommendation is you just simplify the ideas, use the words you have. It's better to be clear and simple than to confuse someone. Because the whole point of the letter is you're trying to help someone. If you confuse someone, you're not helping them. Right? So you have to understand, ultimately, the point of a letter is not to score marks or to show people how clever you are. It's actually to help people. So we have to use simple words, write clearly. I think that's really important for us. Okay, are there any questions? I think, Bobby, you can look at the textbook, look at Moon's letter, look at Pensie's letter too. Look at my letter as well. Okay, so look at my letter, look at Pensie's letter, look at Moon's letter, look at the textbook, and you'll see different verbs that are useful. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to start marking these tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we're going to try a listening exercise. Let me see where or what time we're meeting on Wednesday. Stop share, give me a moment. Where is it? It's not it. Okay, here we are. 4A. Okay, let me share this with you guys. I think we're on day 1. So if this is day 1, we can meet at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Would you guys like to meet at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock on Wednesday? Your choice. One, 2, or 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay. 1500 Wednesday. For listening. Okay, thanks guys. I'm going to stop recording. You did a great job today. It's tough writing a letter